2NURFM News for our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay. Open 7 days for your convenience.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Belinda De Lasheras with 2NURFM Hunter News. Hunter Tourism is set to reap the rewards of a $1 million Baird government cash splash to help the region back on its feet in the wake of last month's deadly storms. It's as research reveals the industry could take 8 to 17 weeks to recover, with charities and community groups still scrambling for funds. Hunter Tourism Chairman Will Creedon says the money will be spent on promotions and marketing, attracting visitors to return.
This money will be spent in broadly 2 areas. One is on a tactical advertising campaign, and secondly through PR. Dundalk will be benefiting from this announcement, along with other areas right across our region. Hunter is open for business, and we will give them many, many reasons to come back to the Hunter, to discover the Hunter or rediscover the Hunter.
The Abbott government's come under fire for failing to address a crisis in naval shipbuilding as another 230 jobs disappear in the Hunter. Next month's launch of Australia's first air warfare destroyer has shone the spotlight back on a lack of demand for additional naval vessels, putting jobs at Newcastle shipbuilder Forjax on the line. Assistant National Secretary of the Australian Manufacturing Workers Union, Glenn Thompson, says the government needs to help protect the region's high-skilled jobs.
The government's own report, recently released by RAND Corporation, highlighted what we've been saying for many years, and that is that there needs to be a continuous flow of work, a continuous build of naval vessels to ensure highly skilled jobs are maintained in the industry and across the Hunter.
Lake Macquarie Council has unveiled plans to demolish Morisset Police Station in favour of a new-look facility. Plans to refurbish the station emerged following the cancellation of the original proposal in 2013. It's hoped the move will increase police presence and capabilities in the area. The Hunter tobacco industry is threatening to launch a cheaper new sales pitch in response to the growing black market. Health officials claim they're powerless in the fight against illegal tobacco distribution, with 13 out of 28 detected illicit sales going unprosecuted in the past 2 years. The Cancer Council has slammed the move, which would see cigarettes sold for just $9 a pack. Shane Connell from Cancer Council Hunter says smoking recruitment is already a major issue in the media.
Social media and movies, still 2 of those areas that we find are being used quite heavily and predominantly targeted at young people. And Cancer Council would like to see that as the next wave of regulation to make sure that tobacco companies can't use those other channels to recruit new smokers and the next generation of their customers.
The State Roads Minister claims making Nelson Bay Road entirely dual carriageway will depend on the sale of the state's poles and wires. Duncan Gay officially opened the new $4.2 million duplication between Anna Bay and Bob's Farm this morning. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott MacDonald, says a further $60 million will be needed to continue the dual carriageway right through to Nelson Bay, and there's no timeline for construction yet.
No, the Minister only remarked that we've got to get the legislation through. That's the sale of poles and wires. So that'll be towards the middle of this year, later this year, and then all that capital work starts to flow after that. Further duplication, there's a number of pinch points, was all he would say. RMS will come back with priorities.
The second stage of the Singleton Town Centre revamp is set to begin tonight. Work began in January and is expected to be completed by September. Singleton Mayor John Martin says the project has been a long time coming.
It's one of those projects that the town needed to be revitalised, and we were able to secure funding for most of the project, well, $9 million, and it's going to be a benefit to the shopping centre itself, but not only the shopping centre, but the community at large.
In finance, the All Ords is down 44.5 points at 56.85, and $1 Australian dollar is buying 80.16 US cents.
Sport for our sponsor, newcastlecheapestcars.com.au.
A strong defensive performance from the Knights has seen them win 22-12 over the West Tigers. Newcastle were able to keep the expansive playmakers at the Tigers to just 2 tries, which is a huge improvement for previous weeks. Knights captain Kurt Gidley says this effort is what is expected of his side every week.
We've leaked, between 20 and 30 points over the past probably 3 games, I think it is, which is way too many for any team. So, to have, only two tries today, 12 points, you're always going to be in the game, competitive, and that's our standards, and we need to keep doing that every week.
The Newcastle North Stars suffered their second loss of the season to the Perth Thunder on Saturday. The undefeated Thunder put 2 goals past Newcastle goal defender Dane Davis in the third period to take the 3-2 win. The North Stars bounced back on Sunday though, beating the Sydney Bears 8-3. That's sport, I'm Jacinta Lee.
2 in your RFM news time is 2:05.